Today's top stories include rising gas prices in Chicago, gun violence, and protests at public schools.
But first, our developing story happening now in St. John, Indiana.
A biology teacher at Lake Central High School, Stephanie Parks, has recently been banned due to teaching Darwin's theory of evolution without permission from the school board.
She is currently waiting a trial at the Lake County Courthouse.
Let's see what our viewers have to say about this topic.
Now to Captain Swaggin, who is outside.
And what are your ideas about early evolution, sir?
I ain't read nothing too much about evolution in that there Bible. Then again, I can't read none too much either.
Thanks, please. Now let's see what our local professor, Dr. Apple, has to say.
Well, Carolus Linnaeus proposed that species arose from hybridization, the act of mixing different species or varieties of animals or plants. Georges Louis Leclerc de Buffon proposed that all species arose from common ancestors and that Earth was much older than 6,000 years old. Erasmus Darwin, Charles Darwin's grandfather, said that complex species arose from simpler species. Finally, Jean-Baptiste Lamarck stated that as an organism evolves, they become more able to survive. This idea is known as inheritance of acquired characteristics.
Wow, the more you know. Can you share Darwin's ideas of species variation with our viewers? I sure can, Anthony. Darwin was struck by the variation of traits among similar species that he observed in his travels. Organisms within a population exhibit variation in size, shape, color, etc. Some differences seemed well suited to the animals' environments and diets. Because of these observations, Darwin realized that species may somehow be able to adapt to their surroundings.
That sure is King, Dr. Apple.
And can you tell us anything about Darwin's theory about an ancient Earth?
Actually, I can. He believed that the Earth was ancient.
Good job, I guess. So let's see what Dr. Apple has to add.
Well, Darwin found an ancient Glyptodon fossil, and it had a close resemblance to modern armadillos living in that area. These fossils suggest that, in order for such changes to occur, Earth must be much more than 6,000 years old.
Sounds exhilarating. Now let's go to our ground reporter, Mr. Bill, to hear more about geological theories. What do you think about fossils, sir?
Well, I once saw rocks. That can't.
Yes, it does. Now back to Dr. Apple.
Well, fossils are a start, but there are many more geological theories out there. There are three main theories now, ladies and gentlemen. Catastrophism is the idea that Earth has had many natural disasters. During this time, some species have died off while others have become stronger. Gradualism states that the processes of shaping the Earth. This term is very important to this day and is still used to describe evolution. Finally,
Uniformitarianism
states that present geological processes are key to the past.
Come on.
They create uniform layers in the Earth's features. This supports the other two geological theories and is the favorite of scientists today.
Uniformitarianism
Directly affected the beliefs of Charles Darwin himself.
Thank you so much, Dr. Apple, for that awesome answer.
Doctor, can you please tell us about Darwin's theories of natural selection?
Well, I'm kind of getting tired here, so I'll make this quick. Darwin believed that individuals best adapted to their environment are likely to survive and reproduce more than those that are less suited to survive. If changes in species are beneficial, then they will have a better chance of survival. Let's meet back with our viewers for one more super opinion. What evidence can you think of to support evolution?
Aight, sounds straight, man. In the 1700s, geologists wondered why certain fossils were found, in certain layers of rock. Fossils towards the bottom were more primitive. Also, finches on the Galapagos Islands have distinct-looking beaks, habits, and diets and behaviors that vary from island to island. You get what I'm saying? For my final point, the human hand, bat wing, and molefoot all have the same bones in relationship to one another, but they be used in different ways. Man, that seems like some evolution to me.
Well, thanks a lot. I mean, we were going to go to Dr. Apple, but since you covered it all, I don't think there's...
Of course I did.
I'm getting sick of this. Natural selection selects individuals within a population who have traits that increase the organism's ability to reproduce. If there wasn't any genetic variation, then all individuals would be identical and none would be better suited to survive. However, the environment changes over time, so those organisms might not be suited for survival anymore and go extinct. Different traits are needed in order for a species to survive and reproduce.
Alright, last one. I swear, can you give us some sources on genetic variation?
I hate you all. There are two types of genetic variation, genetic mutation and gene recombination. Random changes in the DNA of cell can form a new allele. These mutations can be passed on to offspring. This increases the genetic variation in the gene pool. Recombination occurs during meiosis. When gametes are made, the parents' alleles are shifted around, causing many new combinations. These, too, can be passed on to offspring.
This has been our coverage of evolution. We hope that we've helped you make an informed decision about whether or not evolution should be taught in public schools. We'll keep you updated on Stephanie Parks as new details emerge.